Hi, I'm Rita. Welcome back to my booktube channel, Life Worth Reading. First of all, I just want to say that I woke up a little bit sick, so if my voice is annoying in this video, I am so sorry, but yeah, I'm congested as hell, and we're just gonna move right past it. I'm sorry if it's annoying. So today I'm filming a very exciting video, and it is Tarot Picks My TBR January 2022 edition. If you've been following my channel in any way, you know that Tarot Picks My TBR is my TBR game, which I used to do every month, but the last one that I did was in like the summertime because I've been in a like 6-month long reading slump that I just cannot get out of. So I haven't done a Tarot Picks My TBR since like August or July, but I am bringing it back now because you know what? It's the final days of 2021. I want to put this year behind me and I just want to move forward. And so in 2022, I am bringing this game back. I don't have like a new and improved edition. It's still pretty much the same, but I'm just hoping that it'll go better and that I'll actually like end up reading the books that I set out to. And also make sure to stick to the end of the video because I am actually doing a giveaway. This will be my first ever giveaway to celebrate like 1-year anniversary, not only of my channel, because we hit that in, I feel like the last week of November, but also the 1-year anniversary of my TBR game. So I'm doing a giveaway, so make sure to stay until the end of the video to hear all the rules and learn how you can enter. I feel like the only other thing that I have to say is that I'll be also participating in the Treat Yourself Readathon hosted by my father is Reading and Casey Can Read. I love both their channels dearly, and I'm gonna leave the link to their channels down below. And pretty much this is just a very chill readathon that's happening in the first week of January. So like right on the 1st of January, it's going to start. And basically the whole point is just to read whatever the hell you want and just to relax and treat yourself. And so I'm gonna leave here their little bingo board, and I'm not really sure what prompts or what books fill each prompt yet, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm participating in it. And if you want to participate in it, I'm going to leave their Twitter down below, and you should definitely do it because I feel like it's going to be so much fun. A lot of live reading sprints, and I feel like it's going to be a good time. So I feel like you should also join, and I'll also be joining. Okay, I don't think I have any other things to say, so let's just get into it. If you've been here before, if you've watched any of my Tarot Picks, my TBR games, you know that I use this deck, which is the Mystic Mondays deck by Grace Duong. I love this deck with my whole heart, and I will always use it because it's the most pretty, like the most vibrant colors and designs, and I love this deck with all my heart. And yeah, I usually pick 5 cards, so 5 books to read. But honestly, I just want to take it easy. And I have a few books that I still need to read to complete some prompts for 2021 and some vlogs that I still need to do. So I'm just going to take it easy, and I think I'm just going to pick 3 cards to start with, and then we'll see if I'll do another one or not. Okay, so without further ado, let's just mix the cards and see which one is the first that we get. I'm just going to be mixing them here. It's not the best way to mix them, honestly. It's really not, but it's just the way it has to be, so let's do it. I forgot to say that I'm gonna leave the Google Docs that I created with all the rules for my TBR game down below. If you want to do this yourself, a lot of people started doing Tarot Picks My TBR on booktube. I'm not trying to say that I was like the first one or anything, but I feel like it got a little bit more popular over 2021. But if you want to do this specific version for your TBR game, then yes, I'm going to leave a Google Docs with all the rules and all the prompts down below. All right, so let's see what the first card is. I like to divide this more or less like in half and then see what the card we get is. So the first card for January 2022 is the Princess of Wands. Okay, so this card is actually really exciting because any princess, these are usually like the pages of the deck, but in this case, they're princesses. So any princess of any, oh my god, what are they called? Like any suit, I think, is that the name? I'm not sure. So basically, if I get a princess, like either wands or cups or swords or whatever, it means to read a new release. So obviously there are a lot of books coming out in 2022, but I think I want to read a 2021 new release, so I'm counting anything that came out in 2021 as a new release, and I'll be picking one to read in January. Okay, I feel like that was a very, very exciting first card, actually, so it made me excited for this month's TBR. I feel like there were a lot of 2021 new releases that I wanted to get into, and yeah, I feel like that was a good note to start on. So let's find out which book is next. And I know that I'm mixing my cards terribly. This is not how I usually mix my cards, so it's really not going well, but it's fine. Okay, let's divide this in half again. And let's see what the next card is. It is the Four of Wands. All right. So any four means a diverse read. So anything that has POC, disability rep, LGBTQ plus rep, anything of that sort, which is really not hard for me at all because most of the books I already read are in some way diverse. So yeah, that was a second card, and I feel like I have a lot of great books that will fit this prompt. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Okay, and for now, the third card that we're going to pick, I'm not sure if it's the last one yet, but yeah, the third card, I'm just going to divide this in half again, and it is the Sun. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful card. I love this card. Okay, so the Sun card is actually another great card. So this means to read a really hyped up or really popular book, which, you know what, I have tons of them in my TBR. So this also won't be a hard pick at all, and I am very, very excited for it. I feel like I'm going to pick another card also because I have this rule where if I get two different cards but from the same type, so I got two cards that are wands, I have to pick another book. So I have to do another card pull. So I feel like we're going to do 4 for this month, which I am okay with, even though I haven't read 4 books in like over 6 months, but I'm positive that this will go well. And so the final book, or the final card that I'll be pulling, let's find out which one it is. Okay, so the final card for my January 2022 set TBR is, oh shit, fuck. Okay, so it's the 9 of Pentacles, but it's reverse. And I also came up with this rule that if a card is reversed, then I have to pull another card. But I feel like that's just going to complicate things. I don't know. Any 9 means reading a book in a genre that I don't usually read, which is an interesting prompt that I like when this comes up because it gets me to read out of my like comfort zone. And so I'm excited for this card, but I'm not excited that this was reversed and that I have to pick another one. Listen, I will pick another one. I will pull another card because it's a rule, but it's going to be like an optional one because I really don't want to pressure myself. Like, I feel like pressure has also been getting me into a reading slump, so I really do not want to pressure myself to read more than I have to. So yeah, I will pull another one, but this will be like an optional one. Like, I'll pick a book that I maybe want to read, and if I get to it, great. If not, then these 4 are like the mandatory ones for me. And so the 5th and final card, I'm manifesting it, final card that I'm picking for January 2022 is The World. So The World is a pretty self-explanatory card. I have to read a book that's set in a different country than mine, which is really not hard because I live in Portugal and not a lot of books outside of Portuguese books are set in Portugal. But the point of this card is to actually read like as diversely as I can. So to read a book set in a country that's completely different to mine, so like trying to abstain from books set in the US or the UK or stuff like that. Like, the more different the country is to mine, the better. And so yeah, I'm going to be picking a book that's set in a very different country than mine. Okay, so I'm ready to tell you each book that I picked for each prompt. Let's start with the first one. If you remember, the first one that we got was The Princess of Wands, which means reading a new release, and I'm counting any 2021 new release as one, Like, I'm not gonna wait for 2022 new releases. And so I picked Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood. This was a book that I've been waiting for the whole of 2021, and it only came out in November, like at the end of November. And so I haven't read it yet. And it's getting a few mixed reviews, but I'm still hopeful that I will love it. It was actually a 5-star prediction of mine, and I can't wait to finally read it. It's a new release, it counts. I'm excited. If you've read it, let me know what you thought. And I hope that I like it, because it would be really cool to get like a 4 or 5 star to start off the year. Then we had the Four of Wands, and any four means like a diverse read, which is not a hard prompt to fill at all, because I try to read diversely as I can. And so for this one, I picked The Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. I think it's either Lowe or Joe, but I think it's Melinda Lowe. And this book will actually be for a different video that I'm doing, but I've been also meaning to read this. I think it came out in 2021 as well. I've been meaning to read it. I think it's from an Asian American author, and it's sapphic. So I feel like it fits the prompt pretty well, and I'm very, very excited for it. It's been getting raving reviews, and I hope that I'm another one. Then we have the Sun, which is a very, very beautiful Major Arcana card, and this means to read like a very popular, hyped up book. And I have to say it. I'm sorry. I have to say it. It's The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, I think. I was going to buddy read this with Kitty, like my bestie Spicy Cats. This is me officially asking them. No, I'll actually ask them later on, but I just decided that I'm actually going to read it in January, so I hope that they can read it with me, because that would be so much fun. And yeah, I mean, 2021 was the year of The Love Hypothesis. I don't know, like that book it's everywhere still today, and I have to say it. I don't think there's a more popular book right now, and I have to read it to see if I love it just as much as everyone else does. I hope that I do. But yeah, I'm excited for it, and I hope that Kitty will read it with me, because I feel that like that would just be a whole lot of fun. Then we had the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles, like any nine, means reading a book in a genre that I don't usually read. And there are a few genres that I don't usually read, but I picked a book that I'm actually really excited for, but it's mixed with a genre that I don't read, and that is magical realism, and it is The Inheritance of Orchidea Divina, I think, by Zaraya Cordova. I've been seeing a lot of positive reviews for this book, but I don't usually do magic realism very well, so I'm hoping that I like it. I think that I will. The cover is beautiful. A lot of my friends have been giving the book 5-star reviews, and so I'm excited to be one of them, hopefully. This book looks amazing, the cover is gorgeous, and I'm just hoping that this will turn me on to magical realism, because that hasn't happened yet, and I'm hopeful that I'll discover something new that I like. And lastly, we have The World. So The World means to read a book in any other country besides mine, but usually like the stranger the place, the better. So like the more different the country is to mine, the better. And so for this card, I picked The Mermaid of Black Conch by Monique Roffey. This is a book set in a tiny Caribbean island or village, and it's basically about a fisherman and a siren. I'm excited for it. It's called The Mermaid. It's in a tiny Caribbean village, which I don't know anything about, and so I feel like this will be like a short and sweet audiobook for me to get into. I really enjoyed The Deep by River Solomon, and it also followed like mermaid-esque type, so I feel like I might really like this. I saw it on SCRIBD, and so I think like it will be a really good book for me to listen to. And yeah, it's set in a very different place to mine, so it's a good pick, I think. All right, and just to mention another book that I would really like to get into, it's The Story of the New Name by Helena Franz. Basically, this is a Portuguese translation. I got these books, like I got the rest of the series for Christmas because I really loved My Brilliant Friend by Helena Franz. and it's a 4-book series. I'm really excited to get to the next one. I was so excited to get this for Christmas because these books are actually quite expensive in Portugal, and so I was really thankful and grateful that I got them, and I really want to get to the first one. I'm gonna start reading it now, and obviously I'll finish it in January because it's like the last days of December, and it's kind of a chunky book, but I'm really hoping that I will love it as much as I love the first one, and that it'll be like a good continuation of the series. So yeah, this is another book that I would hopefully like to read in January. Okay, so that is my TBR for January 2022. I am so excited to bring this game back. I'm hoping that you did enjoy watching this video, and now let's get into the actual fun part, which is my giveaway. And so let's get into the rules, what we have to do to enter. Basically, this giveaway is open internationally, and the prize is a book from Book Depository of your choosing, up to 15 euros. So that'll be the prize, any book that you want, and Book Depository has to ship to you, but it's open internationally, and the rules are they have to be 18 plus to enter. You have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and you have to comment down below on this video which book you're most excited to read in January of 2022. Also, this giveaway will extend to Twitter. So if you want an extra entry, you gotta go follow my book Twitter and see the rules there as well. And yeah, I think that that's it. The prize is a book of your choosing from the Book Depository, up to 15 euros. And I am very excited to hold my first ever giveaway. And oh yeah, it ends on the 7th of January at midnight. And so make sure to participate until then and to enter until then, because after that, the giveaway is closed and I'm going to pick a winner. Okay, I think that's all that I gotta say. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you all have a very happy and peaceful new year, and I will see you in my next video. I hope that you have a nice day, and always remember that life is worth reading.